I remember how excited I was when I opened up the Singer Heavy Duty 4452 sewing machine and discovered it included the walking foot. Now this is an accessory that's normally purchased extra, but it was part of the bonus package that came with this particular model. So a walking foot is designed, especially when you're quilting and you're going through multiple layers of fabric with batting in between. Well, what happens is that batting kind of wants to move and not let those layers stay even together. If you've ever sewed on fabrics where you do get to the end of the fabric and one is a little shorter than the other, maybe even flannels or fleeces, and they come out a little wavy. A walking foot will work with the teeth that are underneath the presser foot and kind of work to catch both layers and pull them evenly in to where the needle is stitching. So I want to show you how you put this on because there is a little trick to it. We were actually just free motion quilting, so I've actually left the free motion quilting foot on. I am going to show you that your whole entire foot and its ankle are actually removed. So we've taken the screwdriver and loosened the screw from the side, and that's what I'm going to do now because I find that if I'm going from free motion quilting to using a walking foot, we're still doing it the same way. So these are not snap-on feet, but they are loosened from the left side and then brought into position. So inside the box, you have a walking foot, which also has that nice little kind of area that's going to go around the post here, and we'll tighten this screw back into position. But there's also an arm. So this little arm needs to sit up and above the screw that you take your needle in and out of. So that is actually what will make those white teeth walk. So if you put it on with that screw below, well, nothing happens. It's just not, well, it just doesn't work. So I like to just take the foot with my thumb, set the arm first above the screw that we talked about, and then bring it around the post. So at this point, that screw is kind of in position where I can even just start to tighten it with my fingers and then get it all the way tightened next with the screwdriver. You'll want to snug that up. You definitely don't want it to loosen while you're sewing. And then to just quick double check that that arm is above that screw. Yes, that little, the needle screw there. So a walking foot is traditionally done with straight stitches. Do make sure that you lower it onto the fabric. You find that if you're, there's a lot of thickness here, so it almost looks like the foot is on the fabric, but make sure you reach around, lower that foot down, and you can actually use any stitch on the machine, but we're going to set it for a straight stitch first. So you see that it can just be used as a regular presser foot. If you stop with the needle down, you can easily pivot and turn a corner. This is what we use if we're stitching in the ditch, which is usually where two seams come together, and you're just kind of stitching on the lower side. But you can also do this with other stitches. So you can do this with any of your decorative stitches. So I'm going to just switch on over to a feather stitch. I'm going to add some whip to that, otherwise you just get a straight stitch. But you will notice that your stitching can go both forward and back with a walking foot. So there's really no limitations here. So let's just go ahead. We'll show you what we're working with. But look how smooth the fabric is. Those layers just easily stay so nicely pulled together evenly. So sometimes this is even called an even feed foot. So even feed foot, walking foot, that's the same term and can be used on so many applications where the fabric might be giving you some difficult results.